The film begins with a middle-aged man, who appears to be human, giving nutrition to sea creatures around his submarine. Suddenly, a cute and adorable little creature emerges, along with dozens of its siblings from the submarine. It's uncertain what kind of creature they are. Not fish, not jellyfish, not tadpoles, and certainly not human. The eldest sibling, as it turns out, was indeed planning to escape from there. They reached the surface of the sea near a cliff. But suddenly, a little boy named Sosuke, who was about to play with his toy boat, discovered the creature washed ashore near his house. He tried to free the creature, thinking it was a goldfish, from a bottle. His mother, named Lisa, called him home. So, he immediately went back. Strangely, the waves seemed to be targeting the creature, and it was revealed that the waves were controlled by the man from earlier. Sosuke placed the creature in a bucket and took it with him to school. He eventually gave it the name Ponyo. They arrived at the school, which was close to the nursing home where Lisa worked. Afraid of getting scolded by his teacher, Sosuke hid Ponyo in the bushes near his school. Sosuke ran to the nursing home and introduced Ponyo to the grandmothers there. He explained that Ponyo liked ham and could perform magic. The grandmothers joked that they wanted to be enchanted so their legs could heal and they could move freely again. But one grandmother suddenly became scared upon seeing Ponyo because it had a face resembling a human. According to the myth, fish with human-like faces are a bad omen that can cause tsunamis. Once again, Sosuke ran away, afraid of getting scolded.
配しなくていいよ。そうすけ。そうすけ。ポニョ。ポニョ。そうすけ。そうすけ。好き。僕も好き。ポニョ。そうすけ好き。
Just when he was happy because Ponyo could talk, Ponyo's father reappeared and took Ponyo back to the sea. Sosuke was sad and gloomy all the way home. Upon arriving home, he placed the bucket that once held Ponyo on his house's fence, hoping it would serve as a guide for Ponyo to find its way back to him. That night, Sosuke's father was supposed to return home. Lisa had already prepared a meal to welcome her husband. But they received a phone call saying that her husband wouldn't be coming home. Lisa became upset. Her husband, sailing in the middle of the ocean, tried to persuade Lisa using Morse code. Fortunately, his attempts were somewhat successful. Returning to Ponyo, who was brought back home, at the bottom of the sea, she was sulking and refused to eat. Ponyo also said that she loved Sosuke and wanted to become a human. However, her father disagreed because he too used to be human. And now he enjoyed being a pseudo-sea creature. Despite being labeled as a creature that usually just robs marine life. Suddenly, because she had licked Sosuke's blood, Ponyo was able to grow legs and hands, although they weren't fully formed. Her father panicked and hurriedly used magic to revert Ponyo back to her original form. Her father poured his magical potion into a well, saying that if the well filled up, the era of the ocean would begin. After that, he left. Ponyo's siblings helped her release the magic bubbles created by their father. Instantly, the legs and hands that had grown earlier reappeared. Ponyo immediately fled from there, but in her haste, she was carried away by the water. She accidentally opened the magical well and filled it up completely. Instantly, upon being touched by the magical water, Ponyo's physical form completely changed into a human. Simultaneously, a storm began to rage. Sosuke and Lisa immediately rushed home, afraid that the roads might be blocked due to the flood. Finally, Ponyo found Sosuke. She ran on the water's surface, taking the form of a large fish, following Sosuke's car.
Ponyo? リサ、ポニョが女の子になって戻った。
Lisa immediately took them inside the house. Although it was quite strange because the goldfish Ponyo had known had suddenly transformed into a child. But now, the most important thing was that they were all safe. However, Lisa was worried about her husband, still sailing on the sea. It was clear that Ponyo was genuinely happy to be back with Sosuke. They drank milk together, fixed a broken generator with Ponyo's magic, and enjoyed ramen with her favorite ham. The moment Ponyo fell asleep, the ocean waves immediately calmed down. Seeing a signal of light from the city, Lisa grew anxious, fearing that something might have happened at the nursing home. Because of this, she left Sosuke and Ponyo at home and hurried to the nursing home.
アメリカにでも着いちまったんですかね。あれ山じゃねえ。全部船だ。世の入り口が開いたんだ。エンジン停止。後ろから何か来るぞ。
While Ponyo's father was watching over her, suddenly, the sea goddess, who was revealed to be Ponyo's wife and mother, appeared before him. He explained Ponyo's desire to become human and her love for Sosuke. He was afraid it would bring destruction to the world. However, the sea goddess reassured him, and it seemed like she agreed completely if Ponyo became a full human. She could use ancient magic, and if Sosuke truly loved Ponyo, she would lose her magical powers forever and would no longer bring disasters. But if it didn't work, Ponyo would instead turn into sea foam. The next morning, the entire road was submerged in seawater, even inhabited by sea creatures. Sosuke was worried about Lisa. Ponyo used her magic to enlarge Sosuke's toy boat.
ろうそくも大きくなってる。乗れるよ。うん、立派だね。立派だね。そっちを持って。いい？いいよ。わ、浮いてる。ロケットみたい。
They began their journey to find Lisa using their giant toy boat, discovering that most of the sea creatures inhabiting the flooded roads were ancient marine creatures. They encountered a couple with a child during their journey.
こんにちは。
こんにちは。
素晴らしいボートだな。
リサさんとこの
そうちゃんじゃないよ。そうすけだよ。ポニョだよ。
ポニョって素敵な名前ね。
リサ知らない？
一緒じゃなかったんだ。
ひまわりへ行ったの。
赤ちゃんよ。あらあら、どうしたのかしら。くれるの？いただきます。赤ちゃんはまだスープを飲めないの。でも私が飲むとおっぱいになって赤ちゃんが飲めるのよ。
僕もリサのおっぱい飲んだんだよ。町の人だよ。
何かお手伝いすることはありますか？
大丈夫です。
では洗面に続いてください。
無事かしら。
ポニョ、火をつけるよ。
ちょっと待って。
おっぱいだよ。
そうすけくんなんだけど、これいるかな？
ポニョが大きくする。
気をつけて。
ありがとうね。どうしたの？まあ、そうちゃんよ。
ひまわりに行ったの。
リサさんはあの波を突き切ったんだ。すげえ。
私も乗せて。クミコちゃん、忙しいから後でね。
They continued their quest to find Lisa. Midway, their only candle burned out. Sosuke asked Ponyo to enlarge the other candle, but Ponyo, feeling sleepy, fell asleep before doing so. Fortunately, they were close to a road that wasn't flooded. Strangely, Ponyo's magic to enlarge the toy boat disappeared, and the boat returned to its original size and shape. On that road, they found Lisa's car, but Lisa wasn't there. So, they continued to follow the road. On the other side, they discovered that the coastal area was covered by the protective magic of the sea goddess. This magic allowed them to breathe underwater. Even the wishes of all the grandmothers came true. Their legs were healed, and they could run freely again, just like they were young. Sosuke and Ponyo were about to reach the nursing home. All the residents of the home would bear witness to the pure love between Sosuke and Ponyo. Returning to them, suddenly, Ponyo fell asleep again and reverted to her original form. Sosuke panicked, but luckily Ponyo's father arrived.
私と一緒に来てくれないかと行こう。
そうすけー。いいこと言ってみんなを連れて行ってしまった。
もう時間がないんです。あれが見えないんですか？取り返しがつかないんです。
真っ白が嘘をつくんだね。
ああ、もう。
こっちに。
He took them and the stubborn grandmother to the nursing home. Sosuke met Ponyo's mother, the sea goddess. She explained that for Ponyo to remain human, she must be loved sincerely by the person who loves her. Sosuke promised to always love Ponyo, no matter what form she took. Now it was Ponyo's turn to release all her magical powers by kissing the bubble that bore her name when they returned to land. By doing so, Ponyo would transform fully into a human, and the earth would be safe once again. The end.